Hello dear students, good morning to everyone. Today you have your English CB, right? Just open your book at page number 17, chapter 3, Making Friends. Okay, this chapter actually it is an extract from a book, the name of which is Little Omen. Before we start this chapter, let us know about the author. In the right hand side of the book, just follow the lines please. Louisa Mary Alcott was born in 1832 and died in 1888. Is best known as the author of Little Omen, published in 1868. So for this particular book, the name of which is Little Omen, she became very famous. So that's why she is best known as the author of the Little Omen. Okay. It is loosely based on her childhood experiences with her three sisters in Concord, Massachusetts. The book is based on her childhood experiences. The book was an overwhelming success. It received great success. Many people bought this book and many readers read it. Okay. Her second book, Good Wives, is about the adult Marsh sisters and their respective marriages. So another book is also there. She wrote Good Wives. Other books by Louisa May Alcott are Jo's Boys and Little Men. Okay, these are the creations, literary creations of Louisa May Alcott. Now let's see the introductory part of the chapter. In 19th century New England, four sisters, the tomboys Jo, the beautiful Meg, the frail Beth, and the curly-haired Amy, grew up from girls into young women, while their father is away at war. So all these four characters are girls, lady, who were girls earlier, now they became young women. And their father, he is away at war, okay, in the battlefield. Their family is poor, but they are content and happy. Their family is not so much rich, but they are content. They are satisfied whatever they had, and they were so happy. They are always willing to make friends and help others, and they are very much good at heart. That's why they are always willing to make friends and they are willing to help others. Are the sisters able to make friends with a lonely neighbor? So here is a question, and you are going to get the answer when you go through the chapter. Read this dramatized version of an extract from Little Omen. So this is a dramatized version, so in the form of drama. Okay. Now characters. Jo, Meg, they are the Marsh sisters. Laurie, the boy in the neighborhood. Grandfather, Laurie's grandfather, old Mr. Laurence. Maid, the helper in the Laurence household. So you will get these characters. Now scene 1. The scene is set in a drawing room. The room has two sofas facing each other, two deep chairs, a cupboard, and a large coffee table. These are the furnitures in the drawing room. Between the sofas is a fireplace where a small cheerful fire is blazing. So fire is also going on there. It is blazing. The fireplace is there in that drawing room. The sofas and chairs are covered with pretty but faded clothes. So the the chairs, it is covered by some clothes, and clothes are faded. They are not fresh in color, but they are pretty, nice to look at. The curtains at the windows are crimson, bright ones, now faded to a dull color. Earlier, the curtain of the windows were maybe beautiful, nice to look at, but now they are faded. The color is, crimson. The effect is one of shabby but gentle poverty. So the entire drawing room, it reflects poverty, but it is not so much poverty. It is a gentle poverty. A young girl is reading on one of the sofas, her feet stretched towards the fire. It was winter season, and the girl is reading a book, sitting on a sofa, and her feet stretched towards the fire, and she is warming herself. And this is Meg. She looks up as another young girl walks in, wearing rubber boots and a hooded cap, with a broom in one hand and a shovel in the other. So while she was reading and sitting, that time another girl entered, and she was wearing rubber boots, hooded cap, and she was carrying a broom in her hand and a shovel. The shovel means a tool, resembling a spade. It is used to move coal, snow, etc. So she entered. So now let's start the dialogues. Meg: what in the world are you going to do now, Joe? So Meg, who is reading the book, she asked the other girl, who is Joe, that what in the world are you going to do now? Joe replied, going out for some exercise. She smiles. With a smiling face, she replied that she is going to go for an exercise, going out for some exercise. Meg, horrified. Since it was winter, it was cold, so she was afraid. She expressed her fear, and she horrified. Exercise on a cold day like this? She is asking, are you really going for exercise? So cold outside. Joe replied, you can sit here and read Ivanhoe and toast your feet. I am going out. Since you have already got, her feet stretched towards the fire. That's why Joe replied that you toast your feet, make your feet warm. And you read Ivanhoe. What is Ivanhoe? Have you heard the name of Ivanhoe before? Yes. Ivanhoe, you can look at the right hand side, the meaning of it. A historical novel on the adventures of Sir Walfrid of Ivanhoe. It's a novel, and this novel is written by Sir Walter Scott. Okay. Now she told that you just warm your feet, you toast your feet, and you read the book, and now I am going. Joe exits. Exit means leaving the place. Left. Meg stares after her sister. When she left, she was looking at her. She was staring at her. Now Meg. Joe shrugs her shoulders. Shrugs her shoulders means she raised slightly her shoulders and she spoke something. What is a dialogue? Let's say. Joe, she can never sit still for even a moment, but she will be back soon. Complaining of the cold and telling me how her feet and ears and fingers are frozen and ready to drop off. She is telling that very soon she will come back. She cannot sit for a while, and after some time, but she is going out. As she is going out, she has already gone out, so she will definitely come back very soon, and because it is very cold outside and she won't be able to bear the cold. And she was thinking, and she spoke to herself. A little later, Joe enters with an excited look on her face. So after some time, Joe returned. Joe came back. Then Joe said, do you know where I am going now? So she is asking. Meg looks up, startled. She looks up since she was reading the book, and she looked the way, the side means from where Joe entered, and so Joe spoke, and she looks up and startled, shocked means in a surprised way. The expression is of surprise. Meg, oh, it's you, Joe. You startled me. You surprised me. What's the matter? Means what is happening? Is it too cold for you? Means you are coming back. Maybe you are feeling very cold. Is it really very cold for you? Then Joe replied, not a bit. I have finished clearing the snow and sweeping path around the garden. So she replied that I have already cleared the snow and I have swept the path around the garden. Have you seen the Laurence boy who lives in the stately mansion on the other side of the hedge? Now she is asking about a boy, Laurence Boy. The boy belonged to Laurence and he lives in a stately mansion, in an impressive, beautiful house, where on the other side of the hedge. So hedge is a fence or it's a boundary formed by closely growing bushes or shrubs. So she is telling that, have you ever seen the boy, Laurence Boy, who is living in the stately mansion? Then I wonder if he is gone away. I thought perhaps he has left, or maybe his grandpa does not know what's good for him. What is good for him, maybe his grandfather doesn't know, and keeps him shut all day, whole day he stay inside. And maybe it is his grandpa, he doesn't allow him to come out and he keeps him shut all day inside. Okay, he needs somebody young and lively. Now she is telling, Joe is telling all these things to Meg, that he needs the boy, he needs someone young and lively, means to play with, to talk with, to make friendship. Okay, I have a good mind to go over and tell the old gentleman. So now I am thinking that I'll go. This thing is coming to my mind, and I am going to tell the old gentleman so that he needs someone to, make friendship. Here the scene 1 ends. So I'll continue the later part in the next class. Thank you.